But if you're breastfeeding, then you can go throughout the night without pumping or breastfeeding.
So this is a really great question. There wasn't really a clip where I could include the question very well, but the question is basically, how come when you're pumping, exclusively pumping, everyone always says, make sure you don't skip your middle of the night pump, because it's really important for establishing your supply, your milk supply. I hate that term, but for establishing your milk and making sure that you have a consistent level of milk. But if you're breastfeeding, they say if your baby sleeps through the night, that's fine. You don't have to get up to pump. So the reason for this is twofold. One, not everyone's the same. So they'll say this because for some people it really matters. And so if those people follow the advice from the people that it doesn't matter for, they might end up having a really difficult breastfeeding journey. And for others, it matters less. So it's not as important. And then the second reason is because when you're nursing directly, you're getting a ton of hormone response from your body. With the exception of not everyone, a lot of all of the advice is going to be not, your mileage may vary. It's not true for everyone. But for most people, when you're nursing, you get a ton of oxytocin. You get some really positive hormone hits that help keep your milk supply great, help you make more milk, and makes a huge difference. You don't get those same kinds of hormone releases. You get some of them, the hormone that prolactin, that I believe it is, that is triggers you to create more milk once milk is removed when you have a letdown. That's going to happen no matter what. But the oxytocin, the love hormone that really triggers higher milk supply, that one's not going to happen from a pump. So you have to make sure that your body is getting the prolactin. You have to make sure that your body is responding to the removal of milk, because that's the most important aspect for ensuring that you get more milk. Most important aspect for ensuring you get more milk is that milk is removed. Second most important aspect for ensuring you get more milk is oxytocin. If you're not getting those, you're going to have a harder time. And so that removal in the middle of the night is really important for making sure that you're making more milk. And also 3 a.m. is when milk production is at its peak. So if you're skipping that one, it's going to make a difference, because you're going to be losing all of that milk that basically isn't going to fill up, because it's not going to happen. Now, I don't know for sure, because this is my only breastfeeding journey, but I always skipped my middle of the night pump. And I could say, oh, well, it never had an effect, but I don't actually know that. And the couple of times that I tested it, I did have higher milk for the day, and that's always what you should be looking at. Not the individual pumps. You should always be looking at your daily totals to give you information and how that trends. If you're seeing it go down for 3 days in a row, then you're okay, that's a trend. But if it's just, one dip, one super high, that could just be a fluke. You gotta always look at your averages. But anyway, sorry. Statistics. All of this is to say that for me, I was combo feeding at first because I wasn't making as much milk. And that's because I wasn't removing as much, because when my baby would nurse, she actually was inefficient at nursing due to tongue and lip ties. And so I wasn't removing enough from pumping. So I had to start removing more. And I slowly went up and was able to even surpass what my baby is able to eat. So now I have an oversupply, but it took a lot of time. And so it's possible to get it back up, but I didn't start with an oversupply. And that's probably could be related to me not doing my middle of the night pumps, because I was never willing to do it. So basically the answer is we don't know. We don't know if it's going to actually affect you in any way. And a lot of people say they think that skipping the middle of the night pump actually helps their milk because they're getting way more sleep. I personally think that it does help for me. I notice that when I have not slept enough, my milk is way lower. Maybe my oxytocin's lower. Maybe it's about sleep. I really don't know. But it's going to be individualized. And if it's working for you, great. Go with what works for you. If everything's going good, awesome. If it's not, add it back.